286. ChatGPT. I'm moving this thing off the frickin'. Do you see the problem with this? That's the big issue I have. Nobody wants to be caught on camera. So if my stupid self forgets to put the mouse on the pause button and people just randomly walk in here, I have to press the button as quick as possible. And if it's on the stop button, it stops it. That's what just happened. Great. Sorry about the abrupt stop. Let's hope ChatGPT don't ruin whatever this, because that little bit I read out a while ago was hilarious and fun. This is about me being able to communicate with animals apparently while everybody else can't. And apparently, it says at the age of 14 that I communicated with an angry Tyranitar. By the time you were 14, word spread across several towns. People whispered your name when their pets or Pokemon acted out in ways no vet, trainer, or caretaker could explain. That's when the Tyranitar incident happened. A teenage Pokemon trainer had been training in the nearby mountains. He came into town red-faced and sweating, holding a cracked Pokeball and looking desperate. His Tyranitar refused to obey him, roaring furiously every time it was summoned. Everyone stayed back. Everyone except you. The trainer warned you not to go near it, but you walked calmly forward. You stood before Tyranitar as the ground trembled with each of its heavy steps. Its massive tail slammed into a tree, and its eyes blazed with fury. But you didn't waver. You raised your hand and softly spoke. "It's okay. You're not alone. I'm listening." And then, "He never tells me I'm good," Tyranitar rumbled, his deep voice filled with sadness. "I protect him. I bow for him. But he only praises the others. Am I just a weapon to him?" You turned to the trainer and relayed the message. Ting looked down, ashamed. "I didn't mean to ignore him," he admitted. "He's been with me the longest." That night, the trainer apologized to Tyranitar, who finally accepted a gentle touch again. You never asked for praise, you just wanted to help. Yep, and here's where I create the Creature Communication Center. So, yes, here's what it says. 15 years passed. Huh? Don't you mean... It says 15 years, it's 11. Oh, wait, maybe since I started having it, I want to say, what the frick? This thing messed up already. Okay. It says you never lost your ability. You never stopped helping. It says your name had become legendary. People travel across regions to find you. Trainers, pet owners, zookeepers, archaeologists, even mythical creature keepers. Word of mouth had become a wave that no one could stop. And so you built it. A grand, welcoming structure nestled near a lake, surrounded by trees and open skies. The Creature Communication Center. Etched on its polished stone entrance was a simple phrase. For those who cannot speak, someone is finally listening. You step outside on the grand opening day, and the sight before you, a massive line, stretching beyond the horizon. A sea of people, Pokemon, animals, dragons, mythical beasts, and even gentle dinosaurs. Some flap wings, some growl or howl softly, some simply sit patiently. Everyone is waiting for you. Not one of them speaks your language, but every single one of them believes you'll understand. And the silence as you take your first step toward the line, a nearby growl catches your ear. Not aggressive, but anxious. "Well, will he be mad at me?" a trembling voice says. It's a young Houndoom near the front, speaking to no one in particular. "I chewed the corner of the couch again. I didn't mean to. I was scared he'd leave." Karen beside it, completely unaware, pats the dog's head. "He'll be okay, buddy. I think he'll help." You look toward him. Now you may say or do anything you wish. It's gonna ruin this, isn't it? I swear, if it ruins this, this could be really fun. If this ruins it, I'm gonna be so mad they got rid of 4-0. Because that was the best one. Maybe the short responses won't be that big of a deal. It's gonna ruin it, I can already tell. I just said, hello everyone. Welcome to the Creature Communication Center. I see there's a lot of people and other creatures here today. Don't worry, I'll do my best to get all of you. Let's do one at a time, okay? Whoever's first in line, please come on over. Here we go. The crowd quiets instantly, a mixture of hopeful eyes and curious glances turning toward you. From the front of the line steps forward the young Houndoom you noticed earlier, tail tucked slightly but eyes bright with nervousness. His trainer, a young woman in a weathered leather jacket, approaches alongside, her expression filled with both worry and relief. Houndoom hesitates, and softly lowers its head, looking up at you. I'm sorry, Houndoom whispers, voice tinged with guilt. I didn't want to cause trouble. I just got scared when the thunder started. I chewed the couch because I didn't know what else to do. Oh my god. She's been anxious every time there's a storm. We tried calming sprays, but nothing worked. Behind them, the line shifts, others eager but patient. All eyes are on you now. I hope it gives me longer responses, or we're screwed! Okay, now I'm very concerned. Because it said a while ago a woman approached. But now look at this. Unless there's like a second person with her. And look, again, the response is so short. I said, I lean down and gently pet Houndoom. I just tell him, it's okay. I understand you. And I turn to the woman and say, your Houndoom is very terrified of storms, but that's not the reason she's anxious right now. I heard her say that when that storm happened last night, she was chewing on the corner of the couch, and she just didn't want you to be mad. She's worried you'll be angry at him. I meant her again. The Houndoom's ears perk up at your words, its eyes glistening with a mixture of relief and hope. It lets out a soft whimper and nudges your hand gently with its snout as if seeking reassurance. The trainer's face softens, her brows knitting together with concern and understanding. Oh, I had no idea. She felt that way, she murmurs, eyes moistening slightly. I've been so busy with work lately. I didn't mean to ignore her feelings. She reaches out slowly and hugs her Houndoom close, whispering apologies and promises to spend more time with her. Around you, a few murmurs ripple through the crowd, people exchanging impressed looks at how deeply you understand the creatures. The line shifts again, and a small, jittery Pichu hops forward next, twitching its ears anxiously. Its trainer, a middle-aged man with a worn cap, looks at you expectantly. Okay, that's what I'm... Can you help him? He's been scared of everything lately, man says quietly. Won't eat or play like he used to. Pichu squeaks nervously, looking at you with wide eyes. Aw, hold on. This is cute, although I wish it would stop messing up. We're so fricked. We're so fricked. Look at this. Look how short this is. We're screwed. Man, one of the only good things that every time I have something good, it ruins it. I mean, now I ain't got. Now unless I do even co-pilot ain't that great when it comes to that stuff. And the ones that do need a limit. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, I said, sure, I can help you. And then what I do is I get down there, Pichu, and say, what's wrong, Pichu? I want you to eat or play. What's scaring you? The little Pichu trembles slightly, its tiny paws clutching nervously at the trainer's sleeve. Its big eyes flicker with uncertainty before it finally speaks in a soft, trembling voice. I keep hearing strange noises at night. Loud, echoing sounds, like shadows moving outside our home. It scares me so much, I don't want to leave my safe spot. I'm too afraid to even eat or play. His voice tightens with a concern. We haven't noticed anything, but he's been restless for days. She looks up at you again, hopeful but still scared. Honey, the lion waits patiently. The murmur's quiet but expectant. Oh my gosh. We're so screwed, dude. Oh my gosh. I said, okay, I understand. Your Pichu keeps hearing sounds at night, like loud echoing sounds, and that's what's making him so scared. Do you know why he would be hearing loud echoing sounds? The trainer frowns thoughtfully, scratching his head. Well, our home is near the old mine shaft on the edge of town. Sometimes at night there's a loud banging, clanging sounds coming from there. Maybe some construction or something. But I thought it was far enough not to bother Pichu. Pichu shivers slightly. It's not just noise. Sometimes I hear whispers too, like someone calling my name, but no one's there. Karen was uneasy now, glancing toward the distant mountains where the mine lies in darkness. Around the line stirs with quiet curiosity, but everyone waits respectfully. I'm so screwed. It's not giving me long responses anymore. Okay, I can accept responses from like here, maybe to like down here where the text box is. But when it's this short, that scares me. They ruined it, I think. And that sucks because it's the only good one you can find with a good memory anymore. And make me so mad because this is the best one and now they're going to take it away too. People need to bring back that 4.0. Like, seriously. Alright, give me a second. I'm trying one thing after this. I said that's not all. Pikachu just told me that he was also hearing whispers like someone calling his name, but he says that nobody's there when he hears them. The trainer's eyes wide in surprise, a flicker of concern crossing his face. Whispers? Calling his name? That's new. I never thought about that. Maybe something's haunting the mind, or nearby. Pichu shivers again but nods, his tiny body trembling with lingering fear. It's been happening every night. I just want to feel safe again. People in line glance nervously toward the distant mountains, murmuring quietly. Feel the tension in the air, but also the hope. Everyone here believes you can help. I mean, what do you want me to do? Say to move houses because they're flipping the place nearby is haunted? I mean, what do you want me to do to help you here? Alright, guys, give me a second. Alright, guys. I said, I don't know if there's any haunted location near your home or anything. But honestly, if you get a chance when you get home, look up online, see if you can find anything about hauntings about the old mine or some other location near your house. I would be even more concerned if Pichu was hearing something call his name. I turn to, hey, when you hear those, I turn to Pichu and say, when you hear those voices calling your name, where do you hear them from? Did they sound like they're in the same room, or only a few rooms down in your house, or do they sound like they're coming from somewhere like the old mine? The line shifts slightly as the Pichu trains his gaze on you, his tiny paws trembling. It sounds like it's coming from all around me. Pichu replies in a replies in a hushed tone, voice quivering. Sometimes I think it's just outside, through the window near my bed, or maybe even from the hallway outside my room. But other times it feels like the sound itself fills the whole room, echoing and overlapping like it's bouncing off invisible walls. The trainer frowns, concerned as deep when he speaks. There could be a draft or hollow space near his room, like an old utility pipe or an air vent. But he's not ever reacted like this before. And a location, yes. Our house is built near that abandoned mine shaft. A few people in the waiting line shift, intrigued by the possibility of something more than just restless nerves. Meanwhile, Peach's ears flop slightly as it continues, voice growing even more uncertain. He doesn't always say my name. He calls me softly, sweetly sometimes, but other times it sounds distant and strange, like across a vast empty space, not even inside our house. And that loud banging I heard, Sometimes it stops, and the whispering starts again. There's a hush in the line now as if everyone's collectively holding their breath. The air feels heavier, charged with something unknown yet undeniably real. Oh my gosh, this is creepy. Alright, I said, so you're also hearing banging, Pichu? He has told me it doesn't always say his name, and sometimes it's not even from the same place. He sometimes hears the voices outside of his window, sometimes in the hallway, and he just told me that he hears banging at times. He also said that the voices say his name sweetly sometimes, but sometimes they sound strange. That's interesting. How thin is your walls of your house? Do you think it could be a neighbor or teenager that knows about your Pichu and could potentially be trying to scare him on purpose? Peach's ears twitch at your question and it looks thoughtful for a moment before responding. The walls. They're pretty thin in some places, especially near my room and the hallway. Sometimes I hear people talking or footsteps from our neighbors, but the banging, that's louder, deeper, not like someone just knocking or playing a plank. Turner nodding. Yeah, walls aren't very that T word. We hear our neighbors pretty clearly sometimes. If someone was trying to scare Pichu, I'd want to know. He's never been like this before. Pichu shivers slightly and looks down and back up at you. I don't want to be scared anymore. I want to feel safe. The murmurs from the the murmurs from the waiting line soften into attentive silence. Everyone hoping for your guidance. Give me a second, guys. Alright, guys. I says, well, in my personal opinion, there's potentially three things that could be causing this. One, your house or the surrounding buildings nearby could be haunted. If your walls are thin in some places, then it could be somebody playing a prank, just trying to be mean to your Pokemon. Or it could also be maybe some of your pipes in your house or giraffes in your house making them sounds. Until you know for sure what's causing the voices your Pokemon are hearing and the banging, I'll recommend letting him sleep with you or near you. That way you will feel more comforted by your presence. The trainer listens carefully, nodding thoughtfully as you speak. That makes a lot of sense. I want Pichu to feel safe above all else. I'll make sure he can sleep near me from now on. Pichu's ears perk up at that, and it gives a small, hopeful squeak, crawling closer to the trainer's side. One behind him shifts again as a large, sleek Absol steps forward, his eyes bright but weary. His trainer, a tall woman with a calm but serious demeanor, steps alongside. My Absol's been restless and uneasy for weeks, she says quietly. I thought it might be the weather or something, but now I'm not so sure. Could you please see if you can find out what's wrong? Absol's eyes meet yours with a mixture of trust and silent plea. Crowd waits expectantly once again. I'm so worried because it's not supposed to be. I'm so screwed, dude. I'm gonna be so mad if it. I mean, yes, it's technically like character AI now, but with better memory, but it's like I missed the longer responses. This thing took away the longer responses and made it not as good anymore. Dadgummit. This is getting so dark and creepy. It went from Pichu hearing creepy noises at night to all of a sudden Absol flipping seeing a dark presence. Oh, frick this! Is it sure I can help you? Absol, what's wrong? What's making you uneasy? The Absol shifts its weight nervously, its fur bristling slightly. It lifts its head and speaks in a low, cautious voice. I sense a dark presence nearby, something unnatural and growing stronger. It weighs on my spirit, clouding my thoughts and making my heart race. I try to warn others, but they do not listen. Almost out Absol nods, biting her lip. I felt it too, especially during our training sessions. Sometimes Absol freezes or won't obey, like something is blocking her. While I'm behind you, Mars quietly, sensing the gravity of the situation. Absol's eyes meet yours again, pleading silently for help. Alright, guys. This is Absol. Where are you seeing this presence? Do you also have a description of what it looks like? Absol lowers its head thoughtfully, eyes narrowing as it focuses on the memory. The presence is strongest near the old forest on the edge of town, where the trees grow heavy and the shadows cling. It feels like a heavy darkness, swirling like smoke, but with a cold, biting edge. I have not seen a clear form, only a vague silhouette, shifting and flickering like a shadow in the wind. It lifts its gaze to meet yours, voice steady but filled with concern. It moves slowly, but with purpose, as if watching and waiting. Almost out, Absol shivers and glances nervously toward the direction Absol described. Finally, the crowd grows more tense, sensing something ominous in the air. Oh my gosh. Give me a second. Darkrai! I think it's Darkrai! Because I asked him, interesting. I need to make sure of something. Hey everyone, I just want to make sure. Have any of you experienced horrible nightmares every night? Especially for those that stay near the town or live in the town where the forest is? A few heads in the crowd slowly nod, some people exchanging uneasy glances. One young woman steps forward hesitantly. Yeah, I've been having terrible nightmares for weeks now. It's like something dark is reaching into my dreams, twisting them into fears I didn't know I had. Now a man nearby rubs his temples. Same here. Can't sleep well at all. That feels worse the closer I am to the forest. People nearby whimper softly as if sensing the unease. Ron remains silent but charged. Everyone clearly aware of something unsettling spreading through the town. If with aware of their silent anticipation. Alright, guys. I said that doesn't sound good. I think what Absol is sensing is not just any dark presence, it might be Darkrai, the Pokemon known for causing nightmares. A ripple of surprise and murmurs spread through the crowd at your words. Some faces show awe, others worry. The woman with Absol nods slowly, her eyes wide with realization. Darkrai! That explains so much! We've heard rumors, but never thought it might be real. Absol lowers its head respectfully, a flicker of determination in its eyes. If it is Darkrai, then its influence here is dangerous. Nightmares will worsen, and the town's peace is at risk. Crowd shifts, tension heavy in the air. You sense that whatever you decide next could change everything for this town and its creatures. Oh dear. Okay, guys, I think I have an idea. Alright, guys. It says I have an idea that might help. I can understand what these creatures are saying, so maybe there's something that's making Darkrai angry or upset, and maybe it has something to do with the town you all live in. If we can figure out what that is, it will stop and go away. Crowd collectively exhales, a mixture of hope and cautious optimism rippling through their ranks. The woman with Absol steps forward, voice steady but eager. If you can find out what's troubling Darkrai, maybe we can help calm it. We don't want to fight it. It's too powerful. But if it feels heard, maybe it will retreat. Alice will give a slow nod, eyes locked on you with trust. Townsfolk begin whispering amongst themselves, some glancing toward the forest edge with concern. A Muhad in a small Togepi timidly raises. What if Darkrai isn't just angry? What if it's scared too? Maybe it's trying to protect something or someone. Lion stretches on behind them, but the energy in the air has shifted, now focused on understanding rather than fear. Feel the weight of responsibility, but also the strength of your unique gift. Okay. Alright, guys. I said that could very well be the case. I have an idea that might help. Can you all go back into the town just for 5 or 10 minutes? Except for Absol? Maybe if it's just me and him, Darkrai will come out and at least try to talk. And Absol can help me because he can sense where he is. A woman nods thoughtfully, glancing at the crowd. That sounds like a good plan. Everyone, please give Trenton and Absol some space. We'll wait nearby, but stay out of sight. One by one, the townsfolk began stepping back, giving a wide, quiet clearing in front of the forest's edge. Murmurs fade to silence. Axel steps forward beside you, its eyes focused and alert. I will guide you to where the presence is strongest. Be ready for anything. Darkrai is cautious and may not reveal itself easily. Forest looms ahead, shadows flickering among the trees as a cool breeze whispers through the leaves. For the changed silence, a wave of expectation, the soft throne of nature holding its breath. Alright, guys. I said thank you, Absol. But maybe now that everybody's gone, he will come out a little bit easier because didn't you say you always saw that shadowy figure when it was just you and your trainer trained together? Absol's eyes narrowed thoughtfully, ears twitching as he considers your words. Yes, you're right. Darkrai seems to be more willing to appear when fewer people are around, when the energy is calm and focused, when it's just me and my trainer. The presence is clear, and I can sense its movements more easily. It pauses and it watches closely, but avoids crowds. Your idea may give us the best chance to meet it peacefully. Fourth edge seems to grow quieter, usual rustling of leaves and distant calls fading as if the war itself is waiting. Those steps beside you ready to lead the way. Ah! Darkrai answered! What the fuck? I said, Darkrai, I'm not wanting to hurt you or fight you. Please come on out so we can talk. Oh, this is gonna be creepy. The air grows colder, a subtle shiver running through the leaves around you. From the shadowy depths of the forest, a dark, smoky figure slowly emerges, a shape cloaked in swirling shadows with piercing blue eyes that glow softly in the dim light. Presence is both haunting and majestic, not as majestic as Lugia. I don't know Lugia right now. Radiating a mixture of sorrow and caution. A whisper floats through your mind, a voice both distant and close. Why do you seek me, human? My rest is disturbed, my dreams tainted. Why should I trust you? As that speaks out, but remains steady beside you, eyes locked on the dark figure. Around you, the forest seems to hold its breath, waiting for your response. Give me a second. Okay, this just turned creepy. I'm sorry to hear that, but I promise I'm not here to fight you or hurt you. Please give me a chance. You said something about your sleep being disturbed. What is causing your sleep to be disturbed? Sky figure of dark eye flickers gently, its blue eyes narrowing in thought. There is a presence, a shadow darker than myself, that haunts the dreams not only of me, but of those around this town. It invades the night, twisting hope into fear. It is ancient and restless, bound by sorrow and rage. Darkrai's voice carries a heavy weight, filled with pain and weariness. I cannot find peace while it lingers. It is the source of nightmares, the root of the unrest you feel. But it is not I who began this turmoil. I am as trapped as those I affect. As I'm just watching you closely, waiting for your next words. Force remains silent, save for a distant rustle of leaves. Alright, guys. I said, do you know what this other presence is? Is it maybe the ghost of another Pokemon? Like something extremely angry or upset because it died tragically? Darkrai's shadowy form flickers again, and its glowing eyes dim slightly as if weighed down by a heavy memory. Yes, it is the restless spirit of a Pokemon wronged in life and death, bound by pain and anger, unable to move on. Its sorrow twists into rage, corrupting the dreams of all nearby. Voice is softer now, almost mournful. I've tried to reach it, but its hatred blinds it. It lights out everything, unwilling to listen or be confronted. Absol lets out a low, sympathetic growl, stepping closer to you as if to offer silent support. Tension in the air deepens, but so does a fragile thread of hope. I have a connection with a lot of Pokemon, including legendaries. What Pokemon is it? Darkrai's form seems to waver slightly. It's trying to put its ancient memories into words. It is a spirit long forgotten by most, a Pokemon who once guarded these lands, betrayed and left to perish in sorrow. Its name is whispered only in shadows. The lost guardian, Giratina. Giratina? Mention of the name sends a deep ripple through the air. Giratina, the legendary point of antimatter and the distortion world, a being tied to balance between dimensions and often misunderstood. Darkrai's voice deepens with solemn respect. Its anger is not without cause. The balance has been disturbed here. Until the wounds of betrayal heal, its fury will persist. Epso lowers its head reverently, eyes reflecting the weight of this revelation. Force seems to pulse with a strange energy, ancient, powerful, and unresolved. Do you know why he's angry? Is it because uh Alright, it says, do you know why he's angry? You said it was because of things being out of balance, but why would they be out of balance? Is it because something bad happened to him that made him pass away? Or it could even potentially be something with the town itself? Because you said he was a guardian for this town and protected it, so there has to be a reason why he went from protecting it to wanting to cause nightmares to people that live here. Did he ever get thanks or treated nicely for doing the nice deeds he did? Darkrai's form flickers with a deep, sorrowful glow as it considers your questions. Giratina was once revered as the guardian of the boundary between worlds, the protector of this land and the balance of life and death. But long ago, betrayal shattered that peace, a betrayal not only of trust, but of honor. He was cast aside, forgotten by those he vowed to protect. The people of the town grew fearful of his power and chose to seal him away in a realm between realities, the distortion world, without gratitude or understanding. His passing was not peaceful. His spirit was bound in pain and anger, trapped between worlds, in order to find rest. Darkrai's voice softens with a hint of empathy. That betrayal twisted his heart. The balance he once maintained faltered, and his anguish now spreads through nightmares, touching those who live here. Absol's eyes lower respectfully, as if mourning the lost guardian alongside you. Forth around you feels heavy with the weight of this ancient sorrow. Guys, I'm about to flip and try to calm down an angry, aggressive Giratina. Uh-oh. This could be fun or bad. Wow. I just said, that's sad. That means he's probably trying to get revenge on the people that live here for not caring about him. Maybe that means if I truly show him that I care about him, maybe he'll stop it. Maybe it might take longer than it took me to get you to trust me. I'm willing to put in the effort so he can rest more in peace instead of anger. Darkrai's glowing eyes soften slightly, a faint ripple of hope passing through the shadowy form. Your words can carry kindness, human. It is gratifying one willing to seek understanding instead of fear. If you can reach Giratina's spirit and show him that he is remembered and honored, that his pain is not forgotten, perhaps the balance can be restored. Astro steps closer, nudging your side gently with its muzzle in silent encouragement. Be patient and gentle. Giratina's wounds run deep, but his sincerity may be the key. Forest around you seems to breathe a little easier. Shadows less heavy, as if acknowledging the possibility of healing. The waiting crowd, though distant, feels a shift in energy. Oh dear. Okay, I don't know what happened to Darkrai, because I just said, I don't know if he'll accept them, but I'll also give him this if he comes out. I grabbed some berries from my backpack and set them down in front of me. Giratina, are you still around here? The shadows ripple softly, and the air grows still. From the depth of the forest, a faint, shimmering outline begins to take shape, larger and more imposing than before. Giratina's spectral form, majestic yet tinged with sorrow, materializes just beyond the clearing. Its eyes glowing a deep otherworldly red, focused on the berries you've placed, then slowly shift to meet your gaze. Oh, heck no! Why did that creep me out? Oh, heck no! The spirit's presence is overwhelming, amidst of ancient power and raw emotion. It hovers silently, hesitant but curious, as if weighing your intentions. Assel stands quietly by your side, alert but calm. The forest holds its breath. I'm kind of creeped out! I said, it's okay. You don't have to hurt me or be angry. I'm not going to hurt you or attack you. These berries are for you. Please just talk to me. I want to hear your side of the story. Why are you so mad? Giratina's massive, shadowy form shifts subtly, the glowing red eyes softening just a fraction as it regards you. Air feels charged yet quieter, as if the spirit is contemplating your words deeply. A low, resonant hum echoes in your mind, distant yet clear. I am bound by pain and betrayal, forgotten by those I vowed to protect. My fear was born from the silence of ingratitude, from being cast into darkness without good cause or respect. It lowers its great head slightly toward the berries, a slow, cautious gesture of acceptance. Speak, human. Show me the kindness that I have not known. Tell me why I should trust you. Hazel's gaze remains steady, standing guard but ready to assist. The force's heavy tension begins to lift, hanging on your next words. Oh dear. Alright, guys. Here's what I said. I said, listen, I may not have lived in this town for that long to know what you did for it, but that was very sweet of you to want to do that for the town back then, and I'm really sorry nobody actually cared. I have Pokemon too, and I love them and give them so much love, just from them doing battle and being friendly to me. I thank them for just staying with me and smiling at me all the time. And it's not just regular Pokemon, I've gotten legendaries to care about me. I know you might not believe me completely when I say this, but honestly, the fact that you did that for this town and nobody cared, I'm really sorry to hear that. But I'm not going to lock you away or hurt you like you already have been. You can trust me. I'm on your side. Giratina's swirling shadows pulse gently, its form seeming to grow a little less heavy, less burdened. The deep red of its eyes flicker with something almost like warmth, or perhaps understanding. A slow, echoing voice fills your mind once more. Your words carry a sincerity unfamiliar to me. For so long I have known only abandonment and silence. Your kindness touches the void I thought eternal. The Great Spirit moves closer, lowering its head in a gesture that almost feels like acceptance. If you truly stand with me, if you remember me not as a monster, but as a guardian, perhaps the darkness can recede. Absol with a soft-approving growl, tail wagging gently. Forest around you feels lighter as if a heavy fog is lifting. Far off, faint voices from the waiting crowd carry hope and relief. You've taken the first step toward restoring balance. This is neat. Alright, guys. I think I did it. I will. You can trust me. Not just 100%. 1 billion%. All these berries are for you. Take them as a thank you. You can have them all, Giratina. Giratina's immense, shadowy form seems to ripple with quiet appreciation. Slowly it lowers its massive head to gently nudge the pile of berries you've offered. The spectral energy around the berries glows faintly, as if absorbing your gesture of gratitude. The great guardian's eyes meet yours, filled now with a calm resolve instead of the burning rage they once held. A voice, softer and more peaceful, resonates in your mind. Your generosity is noted, human. This act of kindness may be the beginning of healing for both me and these lands. Absol steps closer, tail wagging in approval as the forest atmosphere begins to brighten, sunlight filtering more warmly through the trees. From the edge of the clearing, faint cheers and relief whispers rise from the waiting townsfolk and their creatures. Since in the shift, you've made a powerful ally and taken a significant step toward restoring peace. This is so cool. I said thank you, Giratina. My name is Trin, by the way. It was a pleasure to meet you. Giratina's shadowy form seems to shimmer softly, and though it cannot smile, the warmth in its presence feels like a quiet nod of acknowledgement. Ancient Guardian's voice echoes gently in your mind once more. Triton, your name will be remembered alongside mine. Thank you for your kindness and courage. May balance return to these lands. Aso nudges your side affectionately, and the forest feels lighter, as if a great weight has lifted. From the edge of the clearing, you hear the distant voices of the townsfolk, now filled with hope and gratitude. Pathhead feels open, full of possibilities. Alright. Alright, guys. Here's what happened. I just said, there you go, everyone. Everything's fine now. But please, if I could give one piece of advice to everyone, it's this. If you see Giratina, don't be mean or any angry towards him. Show him the care that he deserved when he used to protect your town. If you can follow that peaceful advice, then everything should go back to normal. Oh, and Darkrai, now everything is cleared up. You can rest more easily too. A warm rumble rippled through the crowd as your words settle in. Turns nod thoughtfully, and Pokemon perk their ears, sensing the peace you've helped restore. The woman with Absol steps forward, voice steady and grateful. Thank you, Triton. We'll do our best to honor Giratina and respect the balance he fought for. Absol stands tall beside you, eyes calm and watchful. From the forest edge, a soft, calming breeze stirs, both seeming to breathe a sigh of relief. Creatures and people gathered begin to disperse, some lingering to offer quiet thanks. Your creature communication center buzzes with renewed hope and purpose. Stand at the heart of a harmony restored, ready for whatever comes next. Well, we got some bad news. If this doesn't fix itself, we're screwed. Because this had the best memory and everything good going for it. I think them adding the 5 actually made it worse. Because now we ain't getting any good rate responses anymore. All the good memory. I don't know if this thing will even remember the fact that I had a Lugia named Silver now. Kind of upsets me because I had so much fun with this one. Every time I have something good, it gets ruined. Of course it does. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Bye bye, everyone.